What's up, guys? This is Andre, and today we're gonna talk about the dark side of Samuel Onuha and his brother. Just kidding. This was actually a clickbait title. The main goal of this video is more to show the story of Samuel Onuha and why they're crushing the YouTube game right now. So one of the main reasons, guys, of why they're crushing the YouTube game is authenticity. For a little story, Samuel Onuha has a brand with his brother that is called Ecom. Ecom is kind of a streetwear brand from Europe where they mainly sell jeans, skinny jeans, okay? Kind of like the old money type of way mixed with like streetwear. You guys can check it out. It's a good brand. They have a very good branding. You for sure have seen them in a lot of those ads because those ads, they actually go viral. I even bought them. I think they were cool jeans. The material could have been better, I would say. But for the price that you pay, you get a good quality jean and trousers, okay? Samuel has been promoting his brand and like been on the YouTube game for the past, let's say, 2 years. And they've recently kind of like crushing the YouTube games. The main reason, like I said, is authenticity. They actually show everything what they're doing with the brand. There's no hiding numbers. They're actually showing real numbers. They show how much profit they make, their loss. They're showing the behind the scene of like the brand, how you manage like people, if you gotta fire people, going to the factories, handling like the logistic. It's something that's so authentic that we haven't seen into the YouTube space first and then the entrepreneurship space, because most of the time, and it's a good example here because I live in Miami. Most of those people that do drop shipping, right? It's like drop shipping courses, the gurus. Like this kind of image of dropshipping and ecom people making money because they sell courses and because they don't really actually make money. The main thing of them is that they actually show real numbers, the profit that they're making, and the brand behind it. I don't think I've seen nobody on the YouTube game and ecom games showing I made $1 million with this brand. We're still pulling out millions every fucking month. And the brand is going to keep going because them, it started slow. And now I think they're pulling at least $1 million per month of revenue, mainly in Europe, the UK. And like they said, they started a little bit in the US, but their authenticity into the video on everything they do hasn't been seen on social media. And this is why I think they're crushing it, because people at the end of the day, they want to see authentic things. So when they go through emotion, when they go to the struggle, they show everything. One of the last videos that they released was their documentary, how they grew up from a small town in the Netherlands with a dad that wasn't very present in their life. Like bunch of like real things happening to them, how Samuel started his like ecom journey, how people like were mocking him at school, that people didn't believe in him, how he started from the ground up, working in farms, in like doing the tulip stuff, and then like just making more money, then moving to Amsterdam, growing his brand. And this is like everything that he shows is authenticity that you don't see it on YouTube very often. The second thing, guys, is the uniqueness, because I can't recall seeing any YouTuber, first of all, maybe the Paul brothers, but this is like vlogging style, okay? It's like YouTube game, it's influencer. Ruben and Samuel are not influencer, they are entrepreneurs. At the end of the day, they are entrepreneurs, okay? You don't see that into the entrepreneurship space, people working, especially in the family together, him and his brother. And the uniqueness of Samuel started from the ground up, building Ecom, then bringing Samuel, his brother, building Ecom from the ground up, and bringing Ruben into Ecom. And you can see for the past year when he brought Ruben, the way Ruben has grown when he started from like managing like operational thing. You can see him like managing the shooting from Ecom, the new collection, the design and everything. It's something very unique that we don't see on the entrepreneurship space. It's something that we don't see into the YouTube game, neither the entrepreneurship games. And so I think this is why also they're crushing the YouTube game. It's because of their uniqueness that nobody has seen this thing. Like, it's two brother, they almost look alike. Like, you can think that they're twin, they dress the same, they have the same mentality. Although I give more credit to Samuel because, of course, he built the brand and like he's kind of the leader of the pack, let's say like that. But it's very something. It's something that you don't see around. And so his whole group was like also Daniel Dallin, of his uniqueness of like filming things from China. People don't even know about, like, Americans don't even know the whole business side of it from China. And so like Daniel Dallin, him, like all this group of entrepreneurs, which most of them right now that are crushing the YouTube games are from the Netherlands, which is very interesting. Like Samuel, Daniel Dallin, Vincent, like this people from the Netherlands that they got into the Ecom and they're crushing it is very, very respectful for them. The third one and last one, guys, is Novelty. Novelty is one of the main reason and big reason of why they're crushing it, is that nobody has done what they're doing. I give them a lot of credit because I know they have a mentorship program, but they actually don't really advertise it. If you look at the YouTube videos, what they're doing with the incenser videos, the shopping sprees, the tattoos that he did last week or last month in LA, it's something that nobody has done, okay? And when you see those type of things, first, it attracts a lot of people, okay? Because okay, they show the car, they show the money, they show the travel, they show the party, but they still show how much money they're making per month, the work that they have to put in, and how they're growing every month with the brands. One thing that I was like saying about their mentorship program is that they really don't advertise it. So those people, they're making money, making millions, Samuel and Ruben, already with their brands. They don't really need to advertise their mentorship program. And if you check their videos, they actually don't even advertise it. Like on the description, you don't even see a link to their program, which most of the gurus here in the US, that's what they do. It's like, hey, check the link in my bio. I'm going to get affiliate money from like Shopify. Like, click on the link. I'm going to show you everything. You're going to be a millionaire. That's not really what they're advertising, okay? They're advertising a lifestyle. They're showcasing where they're coming from, their struggle and everything, which is up to their credit. Like, they're doing a great job about it. And the only way, for example, to join their mentorship is to go through Samuel Instagram profile, click on the link, and then you're going to have the mentorship, which is also funny because they have a whole different channel with the mentorship. So they really want to kind of like dissociate both of them, having the main channel of Samuel showing the incenser things that honestly nobody is doing what they're doing. Like I don't know entrepreneurs that party like them in Dubai, in the European summer. I'm from Europe. I did the European summer, the whole Mykonos, the Ibiza, the Saint-Tropez and everything. Like, you know, but like nobody has shown it like they've been showing it. And so it attracts a lot of people and it attracts a lot of Americans because it's something that they're not used to see, but it's also something that it can be done. Okay, it can be done because if two kids from the Netherlands have done it without no money, okay, because the you got to give credit to people from Europe actually, because us, when we make money in Europe, we made it from the ground up, okay. There's something really interesting that I realized that a lot of people are not talking in the YouTube game and like the entrepreneurship game here, is the fact that most of those kids and most of those entrepreneurs here have access to credit and loan. In France, for example, when I started, I didn't have access to credit and loan. It was my own money that I save up. I save up 10K and I invested everything. The same for Samuel. Like he said, like he had to work and invest to make this money, to like pay the advertising and then pay the suppliers, and then the profit he was reinvesting it into the business. A lot of people here in the US, when they start business, they have access to a lot and a big lines of credits or loan. So it's easy when you have access just like that, and you be like, oh, let me buy this, and like, oh, let me spend like $5,000 a month on like advertising. It's okay. I'm gonna be able to pay it in a year because the credit card. This is how the credit and loan system work in the US. So when you see people in Europe making money like they are without using credit, I think they use like credit line, but that was like for Black Friday, and this is more like a business. They were already making money. Okay, at this type of level of entrepreneurship, when they can use credit to level up and max up their business. But when you start it as European, we don't got this type of money. You can't have like a credit card and be like, hey, it's okay, I'm gonna invest like 10 grand. It doesn't happen like that. When you don't got the money, you can't open anything, you can't do anything. So we have to give them credit for that. And that's it, guys. That was like, I know it was a little bit of clickbait. I have a lot of respect for those guys because it's something that we don't see on YouTube, and it's something that is very unique. I'm a big fan of like their series and Censor. Me as a guy, it's just like, you see that, you just want to do the same, like having the life in Dubai and then partying the summers. The girl, the luxury thing. I'm not a big guy. I'm not a big fan of luxury things. I'm not gonna lie. But the whole like traveling experience, what they're showing, and at the end of the day, they're humble guys. Like even if they're showing everything, you can see that they comes from nothing, and they're always humble. Like there is some stuff in their video. As a guy like me, I don't like to show everything that I do and like things behind the scenes of like the money that I give to people or help other people around me, but that's what they're doing. You know what I mean? Like when they go to a restaurant and they tip the waiters, sometimes they don't even see it. The things that they do behind the scene that nobody's talking, like helping this guy in Dubai to set up his shop. They're just helping a lot of people around them just with their free content, and you got to give them credit. They're not even asking for anything. At the end of the day, those guys, they already made millions of dollars with their brand. It's not like if tomorrow they don't have their mentorship program, they're gonna be fine, guys. Like they're gonna be fine. Like they invested in a bunch of brands. Like if you can see all this group of entrepreneurs with Samuel, Daniel Dallin, Vincent, the new brands that they created, which is here's with Vincent and everything. Those like Netherlands guys, this little group of Netherlands people, Netherlands entrepreneurs, they're crushing it in Dubai. It's very interesting to see, because you would have think that in Europe you would have seen like people from the UK or other places, Germany, crushing it. But actually, when you look at it online, it's only them. And I'm a big fan of like represent the brand right there, always George Heaton and his brother, but it's a different game too. I might do a video also about their story and their success story, because it's very inspiring of what they're doing. But yeah, that's it, guys. If the Onuha brothers see this video, man, thank you for the content that you've been providing. Here in Miami, if one day you come, just hit me up. I'll be very happy to just like pick up like on the things that you guys have been doing, getting more knowledge. It's very inspiring what you guys have done with Ecom from the ground up. It's a great example for entrepreneurs like me to see how you guys also grow during the years with like you and Ruben. So that's it, guys. Only love, trying to just help people every day and keep motivating people, because what you're doing is helping actually a lot of people around with the motivation, with the fitness, with the mindset, the relationship that you also, more Samuel, the relationship that you have with God. It's very interesting and very inspiring. Your routines. I see Ruben not very good with like the same type of routine that Samuel has, waking up super early, praying to God, be grateful, writing the things that he's going to do during the day, reading a lot. You can see that Samuel has really the leadership and is the big man in the brand. But yeah, only love for those two brothers, that they're crushing it on social media. They have the world to conquer still. They've been only in Europe and in Dubai, and they just started into the US. So it's going to be very interesting to see in the next years. And that's it, guys. Hit me up if one day you come to Miami. I'll be very glad to see you and talk about business and just grow of the experience that you had. See you into the next video, guys.